Bet you Joe Rogan doesn't have to wash the dishes before he does a pod. Bet your bottom dollar. Anyway, hello. The name of the podcast. Well, there's so many names. The overall umbrella is top and bottom talk. Oh no, gosh. Okay, maybe I should not just jump right into it. But time is of the essence. We're gonna bang through this thing. This is the listening party edition. So we're gonna go over some music. Let me take you back. In the Wayback Machine. The year is 1993. I'm 11 years old. I'm looking pretty good. I got through the ugly phase. I made it. Chicks are all over me. I've got a trapper keeper where I keep all the numbers. What else? I'm doing a lot of pencil war, whatever that's called. Don't read into that. Pencil war, that sounds a little... what was that called? Was it war? Pencil war? Where you do the pencil breaking thing? Anyway, I said it was going to be quick. We're going to bang it. Bang, bang. 1993. This is how it works. Here's the gist of it. A motorcycle will drive by in the background. Then I will go over my top 15 albums in descending order. And then I will share some of my favorite songs from those albums. And then I'll go over some categories. And then I say goodnight. Because it's 8 p.m., 8:02 to be exact. And it's about that time. That's all. Let's kick it. Let's kick it, guys. Before I start, any questions? Anything you want to share about your weekend? I'm wearing a new pair of Crocs, so I am feeling fantastic. I haven't tested them out in turbo mode yet, but that time is coming soon. All right, number 15. I'm going to ignore my typo when I typed it up. Artist is Morphine. Album is Cure for Pain. Favorite songs, I put Buena, I put Candy, and I put Cure for Pain, title track. They rely heavily on the saxophone. They're a very cool band. Highly recommend checking out. This isn't my favorite album of theirs. The other one that I really like has a flame on the cover. Does that do anything for you? Do you need time to Google it? Hey, wait. I can Google it. Morphine album. God, I did the typo again. And then another typo. Oh, no. Morphine albums. It is called Yes. Didn't spend a lot of time on that. So anyway, kind of like they're very jazzy / sexy, but a little bit of funk involved. Maybe I should have added them. I think I will. I'm going to put them in there now. All right, number 14. Band is The Verve. Album is A Storm in Heaven. I know what I was going to say. This is going to start off a little light, but once we get in the top 8, it's going to get thick. And I am just saying all kinds of things I regret. So number 14 is The Verve. Album is A Storm in Heaven. And this one's fine. It's The Verve. If you don't know, they're the performers of the Bittersweet Symphony song that swept the nation. 99? 98-ish? 97? Anyway, this is not that album. This is either their first or second. It's still fine. It's still good. Already there. Oh, Beautiful Mind. See you in the next one. They just weren't. It's these are a little heavier, more guitar, heavy guitar. I don't know why I say heavy. Just more emphasis on the guitar and a wall of sound. I don't know how you would describe them, but they definitely tamed their sound down as they got more and more popular. And then he went solo, and anyway, let's move on. Number 13, Yola Tango is the artist. The album is Painful. Favorite songs, I am not 100% sure. I thought this was a covers album, but maybe not. Superstar Watcher is awesome. I don't remember any of these, unfortunately. So I'm not gonna waste your time and name titles of songs that I put them down because, like, as I was listening, I was like, oh, I love that song, dooba-dooba-doo. But reading the titles out loud, none of it comes to mind. So, still worth checking out. I mean, hey, it made number 13 on my top 15 list of 1993, so no small accomplishment. And the band itself is just an all-timer. Very good. Very good. Number 12 is Afghan Wigs. The album is Gentleman. This one, okay. Sorry, I heard what sounded like 3 people falling down, and I'm just going to ignore it. So, favorite songs, Gentleman, Be Sweet, Debonair is very cool, What Jail Is Like. Honestly, this album's great. It's just, after a while, and you've heard it, here we go. After you've heard it for so long, there's a wet dog contest. Ruff! Oh boy. Okay, I see you. You're disgusting. They are like, how would I describe them? Almost like bar rock. It's very, like, emotional. Like, I don't want to call it emo rock. It's just like, it's over the top. Perform, like, melodramatic a little bit. Debonair has, oh wait, I'll find it. Or I think it's Debonair. It's either Debonair, Gentleman, or Be Sweet. Have one of the best intros of a song. Afghan Wigs, Gentleman album lyrics. This is gonna be worth it, I hope. Let's see if we can just find it. It's either Gentleman. Is this gonna be easy? No. Okay, it's not that. Let's try the next one. Where's the next one? Maybe it's Be Sweet. I think it's Debonair. Watch it be Sweet. God, I think I'm right. It's not that. Okay. It's gonna be Sweet. F me. Yeah. All right. Unpause. Yes. So turns out it was this song Be Sweet. I'm gonna try to sing the lyrics like he does, but it's just it's definitely not. Oh, if there are kids in the room, in the car, in the garage, in the basement. Oh God, not the basement. In the attic. Better. More whimsical in the attic. Anyway, the first verse is, ladies, let me tell you about how does he sing it? Ladies, let me tell you about myself. I got a dick for a brain, and my brain is gonna sell my ass to you if I'm okay. But in time I find I'm stuck. She wants to love, and I still wanna fuck. Yeah. How about that? Does that get your attention? It will get your attention, I assure you. Especially when he's singing it and there's like a thick guitar line in the background. Anyway. All right. Moving on. But it's fun until you've heard it like 100 times and you're like, okay. Lead singer's name is Greg Doley. You're like, we get it, Greg. You had a bad breakup. Number 11 is, speaking of bad breakups, Liz Phair, Phair, not the fairground. Album is Exile and Guyville. Favorite songs here, we've got 6'1", Glory, Dance of the Seven Veils, Fucking Run is a fun one. Never Said, Divorce Song. This is definitely a breakup album. It's my favorite of hers. I don't really listen to anything else by her. This one's good. You can just run through the whole thing. She is a female guitarist. Definitely, I would say kicks ass on this one. Like I said, I never really got too much into her other stuff, but it's kind of a classic from her. Really, really good. All right, Number 10 is Bjork. Album is Debut. This is her debut, and what a debut it was, Jim. Biggest tracks: Human Behavior, Venus as a Boy, Big Time Sensuality, Violently Happy, the anchor song, Violently Happy. So Bjork, I've probably talked about her before, but she has, I believe it's like access to 8 octaves, something like that. She's one of the most insane singers. Been singing since she was little. Bjork, let's just see what happens when I Google Bjork octave range. Oh, 3 octaves. Okay, well, F me, bro. Oh, including utilizing notes in the 7th and even 8th octaves. Okay, so I'm sort of there. Yeah, she is all over the map. She gets, like, high notes, low notes. She growls. She goes, chicken-a-pop-pop-pow. Love that chicken-a-pop-pies. She just does it all. And the music's really good, and she's just one of our most beloved entertainers. I think she wore the swan costume once. My favorite album of hers is... Wait, we don't care. Nobody cares. We'll save that for when that comes out. All right, number 9 is a commercial success. Maybe our first commercial success. I think they all get pretty popular after this. All right, number 9 is Cranberries. Everybody else is doing it, so why can't we? This, I mean, there was no more 90s album than that. This one has 2 huge songs. Dreams, which is the song that old, I don't know if he's old, but that man listens to on the back of a garbage truck and drinks cranberry juice. And then Linger. Do you have to let it linger? I was not a huge fan of them growing up, but I've since learned to appreciate them. I think it was just because it was like everywhere, and I wish I could say I was just like a punk rocker. I mean, I kind of was. Well, not really. I was at heart. I like discovering things, and this just seems so commercial and like maybe a little too adult. Like, they were very cool with their turtlenecks, and I was more into t-shirts. If you're following any of that, I applaud you. All right, number 8. This is where it gets good. Counting Crows album is August and Everything After. Fun fact, this was one of the first. I bought 2 tapes on this evening at Target, and then we went to Long John Silver's, and it was awful. But I've got this and Sheryl Crow, Tuesday Night Music Club. Big Crow theme. And yeah, first tapes I ever bought on my own. Big Boy Pants. So this entire album is a classic. I was going through the songs and like, oh, I know every song. Round Here, obviously, that was their first single. Mr. Jones, gigantic single. Perfect Blue Buildings. Perfect Blue Buildings. Anna Begins. Anna Begins to change your mind. Time and Time Again. Time and Time Again. Rain King. I can't do his vocals on that, but he says, I am the Rain King. Sullivan Street is like, just, God, this album's so good. On Sullivan Street. Ghost Train. Ooh, I forgot how that one goes. And then Raining in Baltimore. Ugh, it's just so good. Like, just put it on. Definitely a good rainy day album. I don't think that's a category, but it should be. Put it on the, well, it's called Rain King. I swear I feel like I'm on drugs sometimes. Anyway, so that is a dandy of an album. I'm having trouble moving past it, but it's just, guys, it gets real serious here. All right, but if you, for whatever reason, have not heard it, go and check it out. It's very good. And their albums just got progressively worse after this, so stick with that one. Number 7, I'm going to get some crapola for it. Wu Tang Clan, Enter the Wu Tang. Should it be higher? Probably. But I'm going by favorites. And at one point, this is a favorite, and it's still very good. But I'm just, like, it is a classic. But it has kind of the same thing where, if you guys remember from previous episodes, Pearl Jam's 10 album, I've just heard the songs a billion times. And it's just kind of like, all right, like, it just doesn't really feel fresh anymore. So Bring the Ruckus, Shame on a N-word, Clan into front. Can it be all so simple? That one's probably one of my favorites. The Mystery of Chess Boxing. Wu Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to F With. Cream, which inspired one of our categories. Method Man, don't love that one. Protect Your Neck. Tears, like, it's just the whole thing, top to bottom. Classic, one of the best hip-hop albums of all time. End of story. I've listened to how they all got together, and it was just like the planning and the strategy that went into what they did. RZA deserves so much credit. Just all the credit. But very cool. There's nothing I can add. I can share one little fun fact that I didn't realize that I bought the what do you call it? Like the clean version of this album, and I had no idea. So like the Shame on an N-word song, my version said Shame on a N-U-H, and I thought that was the song. So I would rap it, and then I heard the real version. I was like, oh. So I'll go, shame on a N, they tried to run game on a N. Anyway, fun little fact. I think my friend Farrah heard me rap it once, and he was like, what's that? And that was when I learned there was another version. All right, number 6, Red House Painters. Now we're getting into like all these albums that were in my top 100, I think, for the most part. Red House Painters, number 6, self-titled. This one, again, top to bottom, soup to nuts. Still don't understand that saying. Grace Cathedral Park. Katie's song is beautiful. Mistress is beautiful. Things Mean a Lot. This is just like a heartbreaker. Take Me Out, Roller Coaster, Brown. Just the whole album is beautiful, sad. It's just a lot of things at once. Definitely a good morning album, good evening album. I'm sure I will tackle that later, I hope. I will. Good for me. Anyway, just a really, really, really good album. And the lead singer is like a notorious dickhead. So, it's Mark Kozelik, I think is his name. Just a notorious dickhead. So, look him up. Should I look it up? Let me see. I was trying to be efficient. Mark Kozelik stories. Accused of sexual assault. Okay. Well, maybe he's worse than I thought. Okay, moving on. Number 5 is Tool. The album is Undertow. I don't think this made my top 100. It probably should have. The whole thing, top to bottom. Intolerance, Prison Sex. Hey, what a winner. Sober is the most popular song. Why can we not be sober? That's definitely not how he sings it. Bottom, a lot of bottom things. Crawl Away, Swan Song, Undertow. Whole thing rocks your socks off. It's thick. It's a swamp. Henry Rollins is a guest on one of those mofos. And it's just an incredible album. And then the one that came after this, NMO, was my favorite of theirs. So quite a 1-2 punch. Sometimes I say the dumbest things. All right, number 4, Mazzy Star. So Tonight That I Might See is the name of the album. It's probably ranked a little too high, but the reason is I can just put this bad boy on and just fade into you. Anyway, lead single, most popular single there's by far Fade Into You, one of the best songs of the 90s. 5-String Serenade, Blue Light, She's My Baby. Oh, She's My Baby is so good. She's my baby, ain't that something? I have said it maybe too many times that she has the sexiest voice I've ever heard. If she's listening. I can't recommend this album enough. It's so sultry. Oof, it's just dreamy. And these new Crocs are awfully squeaky. All right, number 3 is Pearl Jam. Album is Versus. Animal is a big one on this. A lot of Daughter. Knock on my daughter. Dissident. I sang to Sophie once. A dissident. Oh, wait, maybe that was Indifference. Anyway, Rearview Mirror is just awesome. Elderly Woman, Behind the Counter, blah, blah, blah. It's a great one. Just an incredible album, front to back to front, to the front and the middle and the back again. Moving on. Number 2, Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. Perhaps you've heard this before. Front to back, this album is just incredible. No, there's no tracks that you skip, right? There is one you skip on Pearl Jam. Glorified G I find annoying. But on this one, on Siamese Dream, it's just, again, it's a little thick. We're guitar heavy here, but it's awesome. Cherub Rock, Quiet, Today is a huge song. Hummer, Rocket, Disarm is the, is that the Killer in Me? Killer in Me is a killer in you. I am doing horrible impressions tonight. Geek USA, Mayonnaise, Space Boy, you kill me. Silver F Word, Luna, but honestly, just quite an achievement. Lyrically, not great, as I learned when I did the Top 100 pod, but, and then number 1 is Nirvana In Utero. Probably not a ton of surprises there, but this album, God, how many times in a row have I said this? Top to bottom, it's just, that's why I said 93 starts to kick it off once we get in like the top 8. It's just classics. Classics. Serve the Servant, Scentless Apprentice, Heart-Shaped Box was the big single. Rate Me is not going on my bumper sticker. Francis Farmer, Dumb is great. The whole thing. Milk It, Penny Royalty, Radio for Any Unit Shifter, Tourette's, All Apologies. Just an absolutely classic album. Very sad that he passed away. All right. That's it. That was number 1. All right. So most listened, I've got Counting Crows, Pearl Jam, Nirvana. This is tough because like the top 8 are all most listened. Usually I have one. I really wouldn't know where to go. It's just a tie. Wu Tang, Mazzy Star, Tool, Red House Painters, all of those. All right. The Audible Pump Award, otherwise known as the worst named award that I have. I've got a few in here. So Nirvana is on a lot of their stuff is on my workout mix. This Pearl Jam has a few, Animal and maybe something else. Blood is definitely a good, like, get your pump on. Tool, easy, and then Wu Tang I think has maybe one. I don't work out as much rap as maybe I should. All right, Freak Off Award. This is where you get your freak on. You put this on and it's time to get freaky. I feel like I'm bringing like just a tad too much energy, but I'm in a rush. All right, so Freak Off Award, I've got Mazzy Star, obviously, sexiest voice. Snoop Dogg, just if you want to get, the album's called Doggy Style. You can put it together. And then Tool, wouldn't recommend it in prison, but, if you're going to have prison sex, you might as well listen to. Anyway, and then I added Morphine to that just because that sweet saxophone of theirs. Street Fighter, these are good albums to get in a fight to. So Wu Tang, definitely. Nirvana, definitely. And Pearl Jam, definitely. 3 out of 3. Run Forest Run, these are just up-tempo. They've got some up-tempo bangers. Nirvana and Pearl Jam, both songs I would gladly run to. Best dinner music, the award goes to Red House Painters. It's just very pleasant. Like, it's nice background. I think there's only one song where the guitar gets a little loud, but it's mostly like just kind of soft, beautiful, sad bastard music that I eat up. And it's dinner music, so appropriate. All right, the Mofo Dance Award goes to 2. I've got New Order. I don't remember the name of that album. And then I've got Ace of Base, The Sign. People know. I saw the sign. It's probably going to be in your head for the rest of the day. There was one more on that album, but you guys know it. All right, Party Animal. We're going rap on here. So we got, like, if you go to a party and Utero's playing, it's just probably a weird, it's like, oh, cool. Are we all about to jump through the window? I'll go get my shotgun. Too soon. Party Animal is Wu Tang Clan and Snoop Dogg. It makes for great party music. All right. Late Night / Early Morning Award. Got a few. I love these. This is kind of what I listen to these days. So Mazzy Star, yes. Yola Tango, yes. Red House Painters, also yes. And then Tindersticks, who I've not talked about, but he's got a very interesting voice. He does not rush. He's got a... I've only really listened to one album of theirs. Can Our Love is the name of it. And he talks like a... Goes, you better wash yourself. It's kind of like Elvis if he was constipated and didn't like ever belt out any big lines. He's just like... Anyway, constipated Elvis, I think, sums it up. All right, Long Drive with Nothing to Think About. These are all like, put these on, get your CD binder out, and you put one of these bad boys in, and you're just rocking out for the trip. Pearl Jam, Counting Crows, Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana. God, what a time to be alive. Also Wu Tang Clan, also Cranberries, and also Tool. All of those put on, and I will be a happy little passenger. And Maynard James Keenan, lead singer and Tool, was the guest singer on a song called Passenger by the album The Deftones. Anyway, that's how my brain works. All right, Slow Motion Walker. These are albums where I feel like if you're walking in slow motion, these are like the most cinematic. So I've got Mazzy Star. That song Faded New has been used a billion times. Cranberries, also, I can see that happening. Smashing Pumpkins, definitely. And then Wu-Tang, definitely like a cool, like, slow motion walk after a robbery. And you're just playing this, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing. It'd be very cool. All right. What the fudge was I thinking? Or guilty pleasure? I have Flaming Lips is the artist. Album is Transmissions from the Satellite Heart. I think there's a popular song on there. The Jelly song, whatever that is. But I went back, so I wrote it down. Said mostly hard to listen to these days. So they got like a lot tamer, as they kind of like the Verve, but I mean not even close. So Flaming Lips started off as just like noise rock basically, and then they kind of started. I think Clouds Taste Metallic. They started getting just kind of calmer, right? Like songs that actually had more structure, and it wasn't just like, I don't know, throwing spoons in a blender. And then it really peaked with whatever that album's called. It's Blue and Yellow. We'll talk about it later. All right, One Hit Wonder. I had to look up the name of the artist. It's called Hadaway, but the song is What Is Love? And I think it's on those SNL skits with Chris Kattan and someone else where they're just like humping the person dancing and they're doing the neck thing. What is love? All right, Grower Not a Shower. Two of these bad boys, or maybe there should be a third. So Mazzy Star, because initially I was just like, I like the single, and now I'm like, I love everything. And then Yola Tango, because it just took me a while to get into those guys. Was there another one that was a grower? Maybe not. All right. They all were showers. Where are we at? Forever in the Queue. Okay, these are albums I've been meaning to listen to, and I just kind of refuse. So Terrence Trent D'Arby, I've heard good things. Catherine Wheel, I feel like I like one of their songs, but I'm just, for whatever reason, I'm like, I don't know, I just can't pull the trigger. Breeders, Last Splash. I've owned this album, and I still never listen. They've got the one song, is it Cannon? Cannonball? Whatever, it's like an insanely popular song. Belly, the album is Star. Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. Yeah, I'm just not I like the one album from them. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. Honestly, I'm just not a Snoop Dogg guy, but I get it. Typo Negative, wanted to get into them for a long time. Bloody Kisses is the name of this album, but there's something, like, they're just a little too over the top. Like, it's a little hokey. And then Slow Dive, Souvlaki. I think I either have this album or Greatest Hits, and I'm just never, like, I don't know, I just can't do it. They're fine, but they just don't do it for me. Like, I respect it, not for me. All right, most likely to get pushed on deaf ears. Mazzy Star, definitely. And then Red House Painters. Probably more Mazzy Star, just because it's great. I feel like not enough people know about it. This way, I'm going to go over this so I don't forget about it. But my top 5 singles, I got number 1, With a Bullet, Mazzy Star, Fade Into You. Number 2, I've got Cranberries, Dreams. Dreams. Nirvana is number 3, Scentless Apprentice. Pearl Jam, number 4, Rearview Mirror. And number 5, Smashing Pumpkins, Disarm. Wow, what a collection. All right, Cream, Catch Was Everything Around Me. Shout out to Wu Tang. These are the top 5 earning albums of the year for 1993. We've got Mariah Carey with Music Box, 30 million. Jesus. Ace of Base, The Sign, 25 million. Aerosmith, Get a Grip. I remember there's a picture of a cow at her. 20 million. Janet Jackson, Janet, 20 million. And then Meatloaf, Battle to Hell 2, 15 million. Wowzers. What a year to be a musician. They were making a bank. Top 5 singles, according to Billboard. Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. Whew, that song was... It's actually not an original. It's a Dolly Parton cover. Tag team, Whoomp, There It Is. We all know that one. UB40, Can't Help Falling in Love. I can't help falling. All right, number 4, Janet Jackson, That's the Way Love Goes. I enjoy that. That's the way love goes. I'm not the world's largest Janet fan. I mean, she is gorgeous. Hashtag nipslip. And I like the Velvet Rope, I think probably is my favorite of hers. Anyway, and then Silk, Freak Me. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it probably should have gone in the freak. What is my category? Freak Off Word. He's Just Not Into You. These are albums that I just... No thanks. So James Laid. The song is called Laid, and I love that song. Blur, Modern Life is Rubbish. I'm a huge Blur fan, but it really starts with Park Life for me, for them. Everything before that, I just don't care. Except there's one. Is it this one? Hold on. This would be awkward. Modern Life is Rubbish. Tracks. Oh, thank God it's not this. Okay. Because there's a song of theirs called Sing that I really like. Why does it show 33 songs? Okay. Moving on. And then I put Radiohead, Pablo Honey. I like a few of the songs. Creep, I've heard it a billion times. That's what got me into them originally. Yes, yes, yes. I'm, so fucking special. And then, How Do You is fine. Anyone Can Play Guitar. It's just man, I'm sure if they had it their way, they'd probably just remove that entire thing. All right, and then we're going to end on Best Live Show. So I've got 2. So then and now, Nirvana, I just wish I had seen them. That would have been incredible. And then Mazzy Star would be such a fun show. I'd just be winking at her the entire time. But just to hear her live would be really incredible. So anyway, that's it. 33 minutes and 33 seconds. So efficient. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, so sorry. Just send me the bill. I'll take care of it. Have a good night. Bye.